Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. I actually really had to think about that for a minute. This episode was weird. This is a really weird episode. So, it's like one side was just completely filler. I mean, yeah, you had Patrick Duffy in there, and um, I don't even know what his character's name was. They didn't even sit there and say his character's name. They were just like, Dad. And granted, I get that they have to say Dad because they can't sit there and say so and so. But I'm like, for somebody who was, let's just sit there and say somebody just watched it this week, they're not going to have an idea of who this person is. Um, so Dad brought over his new girlfriend, Lucy. Um, that was the same person that was on General Hospital, right? If anyone watched General Hospital, that was the same. That was the same actress that was on General Hospital playing during that whole Jacksonville storyline with Carly. That was her, right? Her character's name was Paulina on there. I think that's the same actress. Anyway, the only thing that they really do is sit there and talk about Ridge and Brooke's marriage and how it's failing because of Thomas. Thomas has something to do with it, and Thomas is this, and Thomas is that, and Ridge to be with me because of this, that, and the third. And I'm just looking at this like, how do you get to a point in your life? How do you get to a point in your life where you're just like, I don't understand why he's leaving? Any woman with a brain that has their husband, their wife, whatever, leaves them and don't even bother to give an explanation of why and just assume that you're going to know, no one is going to want to have anything to do with that person at that point. Because that's insane. You're longing for a man who chose to be with somebody else more than once. During that, when Taylor got back, he was with Taylor for a little bit, then he went back. Then he went back to Brooke. Then he went back to Taylor again. And didn't even bother to tell her why. What woman in their right mind is just going to be like, I still want him back. I still want him back. Don't ever do that. Just a little pro tip. Don't ever, 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 ever beg to be back with a man. Ever. Just don't. Okay? As a male representative of this planet, trust me, we ain't worth it. Okay? We're not worth it. Especially on some idioticness like that. Don't ever sit there and beg a man after having somebody do something like that to you. Because they're just going to bring your worth down. And that's pretty much all that really happens on the Logan side of the family. Now we get to the nitty gritty part. Steffi, Thomas, and Taylor. So Steffi tells Taylor everything about the app, what Thomas did, even though Thomas is like, no, 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 don't say anything, shut up. We're so close. Mom, don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Douglas is just, it's very rare to actually find myself siding with Steffi on anything. But for me personally, when Steffi is the hero in this whole thing, there's a problem. Even Taylor was like, I can't believe you did this. I thought you changed. Now part of me wants to sit there and say, you are terrible at your job, Taylor. But also, she was treating her son. Treat your son, your family, they give you blinders. They give you strength. But they also make you blind to certain things that you normally wouldn't be so blind to. But with that being said, Taylor knows the truth. Now, here's the thing about Taylor. For me, she's always came across as a bit self-righteous, you know, especially when it's concerning Brooke. I say that with only 2 years of experience of watching this show, so take what I say with a grain of salt when it comes to her sister. But now she's all confused. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know if she should take Steffi's side and tell the truth, or she should take Thomas' side and just shut up and marry this man because you love him, and apparently he's the only man that was ever for you. Out of all the billions of men on this planet, this is the only guy that that is good enough for you. I don't feel bad for Taylor at that point in time. I don't feel bad. I mean, not just the fact that you had a billion choices on this planet and you said, nope, they're never going to stack up to this one person. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I understand the whole true love and destiny and yada, 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 but I feel that you can always have more than one true love. Still. She always seems like she's a person that prides herself on doing the right thing. Prides herself on doing the right thing, right? Now I get that she's also human. People can be selfish at times, even the greatest of us. If you watch Wonder Woman 1984, which not a great movie compared to the first one, you know that even Diana chose herself. She chose to be selfish in so many ways. I mean, on top of the fact that she was losing her powers, and, Steve was inhabiting a body that wasn't his, and for some odd reason, she was like, oh, that guy doesn't need his family or his wife or kids or whoever he's attached to. My point is that we're all fallible, okay? We all can be selfish and choose to do me as they say, all of us, me included. So I get it. I do. Now Lee is there, and Ben is there, and Eric is there, and Ridge is, well, obviously there, and Douglas is there, and Douglas, Lee's like, aren't you excited for your grandparents' marriage? And, Douglas like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I forgot, I think, is that her name, Kelly? Maybe, or is it somebody else? But she was talking about she likes buddies. I don't even know who the other girl is. Kelly is, what, is Kelly Steffi's child, or is Kelly's Hope's child? If it wasn't Kelly, I have no idea who it was. Um, anyway, they're all talking about the wedding, and they're like wondering what's taking so long. And Boaz Carter's like, "Hey, you're okay? Are you sure?" And they go through that nonsense. And towards the end, Taylor comes down. She looks at her two kids. She looks at. It's like looking at two angels, the good angel and the bad angel. And I thought that this image was perfect. And I sat there and I'm like, all right, Miss Self Righteous, what do you plan on doing? But I did think that that was a really cool image to have Thomas being the bad angel and Steffi being the good angel. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually siding. Part of me, I thought that Taylor, because Taylor was like, yo, y'all both got to get out. I need to sit there and decide on what I'm going to do. At first, I thought Taylor was going to sit there and start yelling at Steffi. And I was like, whoa, can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you dare yell at Steffi for actually telling you to do the right thing. And I actually believe I actually said that. I still can't believe those words came out of my mouth, but whatever. And that's pretty much where it ends. Now tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be a new episode tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. But Friday's going to be something else. I'm looking forward to Friday. Looking forward to Friday. 'Let me. Just double check my notes. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. Hope everyone has a great, amazing, safe Thanksgiving, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.